Hello, Robbie from Save Stores here, and I am so excited to be sitting in front of the brand new Bernina L890, and right here is the L850. And I want to talk today about why maybe you'd want to get a combo serger. And first, I'll explain what a combo serger is, and then I'll demonstrate really quick what makes this such a special combo serger. So, traditionally, you would have a 4-thread serger, and then there's another machine called a cover stitch machine, and it's got some needles and does the bottom of like t-shirts. It does traditionally a chain stitch. So what they've done is they've taken your traditional 4-thread and added the chain stitch functionality onto it. And what that does is allows us to do a special stitch that you can't get easily elsewhere. You'd have to actually do it twice, whereas because of the way this machine is set up, we can do it all in one step. So with that, I want to introduce you to the L890, show you some of its quirks and features that make it really, really unique. And then last but not least, show you that special stitch that will just make your sewing so easy. So with that, let's go. So right here is the Bernina L890. We've got a couple unique things about it. We've got a stainless steel needle plate here. And what I want to show you is this table here is pretty cool. Lifts up. But it has a free arm. This extension table that you would normally use for just like on your table over here, like this, how it's set up. We can jump right over here, and now we have a free arm for doing like pants and collars and sleeves, all kinds of stuff that traditionally sergers don't have. Bernina, when they designed these, they literally started from scratch and they looked at what else was out there. They took some of their knowledge from their sewing machines and brought them all the way in. So you're going to start seeing things carry over from their sewing machines into the serger, and that's what makes this so unique. It was literally designed from the ground up. So we have a free arm, we have a stainless steel plate, we have a presser foot here that if I raise it up, I can actually push it out of the way. So now I've got my feed dogs here totally exposed, and what that does is I can also drop my knife. And let me get our little thread tray out of the way here, which is so neat. And you can see here, I'm going to raise and lower our knife. And what that does is when you go to get your threads and try and put them under the feet, usually there's a knife there and a foot there, so you kind of have to play this little game of trying to shove them and jam them underneath. With this Bernina, you don't. You flip the foot out, you slide the knife down, and your threads can go right underneath. Then you push the foot up, slide it back, bada boom, bada bing, you're back into business. That is so neat. Thank you, Bernina. That made that so easy. But I want to show you something else. So right here, we've got an auto threader where we're going to slide this over. Now, one thing that's unique about Bernina is their auto thread system. You don't need to touch this hand wheel over here to get everything to snap over. When you stop, it has a needle up and a needle down. And when it stops in the needle up position, it's actually the threader position. There's also no button or lever or pump or anything that I have to do. My pedal is actually the foot pedal to the machine. So I can use both of my hands here to thread the machine. So I'm going to get some thread out, and I want you to watch right here. I'm going to put the thread, just hover it over, and that easy, it just threaded my upper looper. That is the easy one. I'm going to thread the lower looper, and this is the one that you kind of got to stand on your head to do. And because I'm not having to push a button or cross my arms, I can actually thread it so easy right here, and now my lower looper is also threaded. Can you see that? Yeah, isn't that awesome? And that easy, I can get in here. I can raise and lower my upper looper here. So if I needed to do any cover stitching or anything like that, very easy. But I'm going to jump in here, and I want to show you what makes this machine so awesome. So we're going to come in here. So I'm going to go back home, and we're just going to look at this. We have I'm going to go, let me start over here. I'm going to go to home, and I have two ways to look at this. So for you pros that already know what you're doing, all you do is hit expert mode, and you control everything in the machine. You push your buttons, bada boom, bada bing. It's already done. You don't have to worry about anything. Or if you maybe want a little bit of help, you hit the guided mode. And what the guided mode is, walks us through all the steps it takes to set the whole machine up. And all that means is it makes it easy and foolproof. So I'm going to go in here to my stitches. And remember, I was talking about the combo stitch. So let me drop my machine down here. So our combo is a chain stitch and an overcast. It's both of these wrapped up into one. So if we open this up, it's going to show us all of our different ones. And one of the things I love, see this question mark? If you're ever looking and like, I don't know what this is, push your question mark and touch the stitch, and it'll tell you exactly what it is. Suitable for medium, heavy woven, knitted fabrics, outerwear, home textiles, maybe some denim that we're going to do here. Perfect for that. So we're going to jump in here and say, that is the one I want. And it's going to tell us right here, lift the presser foot. Boom. Next step. Oh, no threading required. We've got to attach our presser foot. We've got to adjust our pressure foot pressure. And I want to show you up here on top is our pressure foot lever. It says right here on the screen to put it at 4. So all I do is make this number here say 4 for me, which makes it extremely easy. I don't have to go in and do all this math. If I can't remember where that lever is, I've got a button here, and it'll actually show me a movie right on the screen to walk me through where all this is. They also have it here on how to put your presser foot on. They show you right here to lift the foot. There's a little button on the back, just like on a lot of sewing machines out there with a snap-on foot. And they walk you through how to walk it right on. It's going to tell me where to put my needles. If you don't know how to change your needles, there's little videos for both the overcast and the cover needles. They've got activate the knife. And remember that lever I was talking about? On the side of the machine is a lever that just raises and lowers our knife for us. How cool is that? Our adjust the cutting width. So if you need to adjust the knife, and all the adjustments for this machine are on the outside, you don't have to open anything. And they've also done some super sweet tricks. Attach the knife cover, activate your upper looper, turn the hook out, set the stitches, adjust your tension, which it automatically does. So right here, we took our auto thread units here from our sewing machines and actually stuck them in here. So there's actually automatic tension. We have a speed control, so we can go from 1,350 stitches all the way down to 600. So we get complete control here in the machine to make it go as fast or slow as we want. They've got separate motors here for our stitch length and our differential feed. And what makes this so cool is if you wanted to go for maybe like a rolled hem and go straight to gathering, if you're going to do a rolled hem, you're probably going to have your differential feed kind of turned off. And then you're going to have your stitch length cranked way down so that you get those really tight stitches. The problem with that is when you go into gather, you want the opposite. You actually want really long stitches, and you're going to want your differential feed cranked way up. What this machine is actually going to do, if I were to do that, is just set it all up for me. So I don't have to go in there and reset these, but I'm just going to put them back factory because I was just showing you guys. I have a needle stop up and a needle stop down. These are my tension. So as I go from different stitches, Bernina's already pre-selected the right tension for me, but if I needed to adjust one for any reason, I can do it. And you can see when I adjust it, it turns yellow. So it's showing a different color than black, so I can see that it's been changed. But with that, I'm going to jump in here and we're going to do some serging. So we're going to jump in. I'm going to switch our camera back and I am going to step on our gas and I'm going to show you what we've got. And you can hear how quiet and smooth this machine is. I absolutely love it. We have a side cutter here, which holds our thread off the side so you don't have to come around the front and then your first stitch is all kind of knotted up. But what I want to show you here is this right here is a chain stitch right beside an overcast. And can you see how perfect that stitching is? I'm going to flip it over and you can see. And right here is that side pant leg stitch that you would have on a pair of jeans. Now, what I want to show you too is Bernina has something called micro thread control, and I'm going to sew along, and I'm going to actually slow my speed down here so that it doesn't run off on me. And I'm going to do my stitch again, but this time I'm going to be moving my micro thread control, which is a little lever that's right here. And what it does is they say it takes your stitches from loose to lovely. And I love my knee lifter here. It's this little bar that I can push with my knee that raises and lowers the presser foot so that I can keep my hand on the material as I'm trying to serge. So I'm going to come in here, let me go slow, and I'm going to pull my loose over. I'm going to walk it way over, and then I'm going to put it back at 0. And you can already hear how much slower the machine is because I slowed it down. Now we're going to jump over here, and you can see what it did is it actually took and adjusted my tensions, my positioner, so that all of my stitches look absolutely perfect all the time. And that's what Bernina is famous for, is their precision. So we have the ability to go in here, do all of our settings so easy. This machine is such a gem. Right now, we've got a special bundle with these where we're going to be throwing in a book called the, oh, here it is. It's the Book of Serging. Let me grab it real quick. It is the Big Book of Serging. And if we jump into here, you can see all the different stitches, all the cool stuff. It's technique-based and project-based. So it walks you through, oh, I didn't even show you guys. Look, there's a thing in here where all of your tools are actually stored right in the front of the machine. I wouldn't have known that had it not been for the Big Book of Feet. So right here, I've got a pack for my needles, my tweezers, little brush to clean the thing out, the machine out. Makes it so easy. But right now, we're throwing this in. We've got free wheeled luggage that's going to come with these as well, so that if you did want to take them somewhere and do any projects, come to class, go with your friends. A lot of people don't realize a serger, if done right, will do anything that a sewing machine will do, pretty much except buttonholes. So you're really not limited, and I want to invite you to come down to take a look at either the Bernina L890 or the 850 if a cover stitch combo machine isn't for you. But come in, see the difference, and see for yourself how awesome these new Bernina sergers are, all the neat innovations that they did, and how easy they are to use. And that's what I love about these. If you're fighting with them, they're not fun, and you're not going to use it. This one, you're going to have out. You're going to have a blast. You're going to use it all the time. So thank you for taking the time to take a look at us. If you have any questions, give us a call, 503-775-7283. We can walk you through some of the differences over the phone, but better yet, come on in. Check these out. You're absolutely going to love it. You won't be sorry. See you then.